to go live to share with everybody. The topic today is Millionaires Real Estate Investors. How we are helping our clients here at your home sold guaranteed realty to build wealth. Right. So Jason, we have one of our selling partners here, our team leaders who at your home sold guaranteed realty. Today we'll be discussing about Millionaires Real Estate Investors program. How here at your home sold guaranteed realty, we're not here just to help you buy and sell your first home. That's just the beginning of relationship. So Jason, do a quick introduction about yourself and how you are helping clients to create wealth for themselves, leaving a legacy for their family for many, many, many more years to come.
Okay, Rudy. So I've been doing real estate since 2003, but back to during the financial crisis in 2011, that's when I started working with a lot of investors buying investment properties. So at that time, I have chosen the high desert as the investment location because the price there dropped basically about 70% at the time. So I was talking to a lot of my clients who have money sitting at the bank earning nothing because the bank pay you less than 1%. So I was showing them how to put 20 to 25% down and buy an investment property that would generate the return on investment is about 18% at the time. And basically in about 5 years, they would recover all their costs and their investment will become 100% return on investment because they will get all their initial investment back after 5 years. And I help many investors bought a lot of properties there and they are still keeping it today. And the rent has gone up a lot. So now their return is probably in the 25 to 30% range now.
Awesome. Jason, before you share real life examples, how real life families, you completely change people's life, do a quick introduction like on yourself. Right now, how many doors, how many income properties that you yourself carry?
Well, I started out with one back in 2011, and now I have 20 doors that I own myself, and I also manage them myself. So that's a good thing is I have a lot of experience managing the property. So when my client run into issue, if they manage themselves, they always call me and ask for advice, and I will always help them on how to deal with the tenants.
Yep. So here at your home sold guaranteed realty, Jason, as you know, we believe the initial transaction, that's just the beginning of a relationship. So here we believe clients for life, right? So the only way for us to help you to grow, to be our clients for life, is to make you rich, basically. So Jason, can you help real life? So first of all, let's talk about mind. So let's break it up into two. First, let's talk about mindset. Why investing in cash flow producing income properties would help our clients, because right now many of our clients are watching this video now, Jason. So number one, how would it help our clients to set a legacy for their family? Number one. Number two, later on, share real life examples.
Okay, well, investment property is a very good investment. It will generate passive income and it has inflation protection because the US government is printing money like crazy. And if you just hold on to cash, and I don't know if people know this, if inflation is at around 2% in about 24 years, your money probably only have 50% of the purchasing power. So if you don't invest and just hold on to cash, you're gonna lose a lot of purchasing power. And when you invest in the real estate, it protects you because the rent will catch up with inflation. So if you raise the rent a little bit every year, you are pretty much protected from inflation. And also it has a very good tax advantage also because you get to depreciate your property and it's a very good tax advantage investment. Yeah. And
Jason, let's share real life stories. How about that? share your life story, the good, the bad, and ugly of investing in real estate, right?
Okay.
Share your life story, your personal stories, as well as some of the clients when they're going through this journey.
Well, when I got my first investment property, I didn't really know anything, so I was just like trying an arrow. So I was excited and I wanted to put a tenant in it as soon as possible, but I made a mistake because I did not really screen the tenant well and just put somebody in there, and I end up having to evict that person after a year, and it cost me a lot of money. So I learned my lesson. That's the bad thing, is you don't do your due diligence on choosing a tenant, you can end up with problems. Um, and then you have to be prepared. I was very naive at the time. I thought I really don't want to deal with an eviction, and just hope I could work with the tenant and try to work things out. But it doesn't work like that. You're gonna have to run your real estate investment like a business. If they don't pay, then you're really gonna have to start the eviction and evict them and move on. Yeah, that's the ugly thing, but the reward is really good. Uh, Passive income is good if you own enough doors. Like for example, if you have 20 doors, if you just increase the rent by $50 a month every year, that's an extra $12,000 a year every year. And in 10 years, basically, you're gonna make an extra $100,000 a year just by doing that. So yeah, you just have to be prepared to deal with issues and just do your diligence in choosing the tenant. And now most of my investors that buy from me because I help them uh, screen a tenant, and they will less likely have to deal with the issue. There's no guarantee, but at least it is a lot better.
Give us some updates now, Jason. What's going on here? I have a couple of questions here. Hey, can you share some of the criteria to help to identify great real estate investment opportunities? We have questions from the audience. How to develop sound criteria to identify great real estate investment opportunities?
Okay, first you have to choose the area you want to invest in, and then you go and do research and see how much demands are there. And a good way to do that is go to Zillow and just type in and search for property that are for rent. And if you click on it, if you see one property, there's like 150 people save it. I mean, there are about 150 people that wanted to rent that house. And if the demand is that high, you will not have to worry that nobody gonna rent your house. A lot of people have this mentality that, okay, who lives in the high desert? Nobody lived there. If I buy it, what if nobody rent my house? What am I gonna do? That's never gonna happen. Anywhere there will be people that are gonna live there, and you can check Zillow on the demand, and you know. Yeah.
So, Jason, can you share some? Give us a real life the real life deals that you are working on either right now or you just recently closed your last. Can you share your last 3 real life deals? Like show us the numbers.
Okay. So currently, like yesterday, I just closed another transaction in Apple Valley. My buyer paid 346,000 for the property. It's a single family home, 3 bed, 2 bath, about 2,300 square feet. And she will be able to rent that house for about $2,500 a month. And if you do the calculation return on investment, that's equivalent to about 7 to 8% return on investment if you put 20% down. And you have to know how to do that, because every investment property you buy, you have to do the math first before you pull your trigger, because you want to make sure your return is there. And I have another one in escrow right now. Someone is paying $435,000 for that property. It was built. It's also in Apple Valley. It was built in 2017, and he should be able to rent that property for about $2,700 a month. And since it is a single family home, the owner doesn't pay for anything, not even water and trash. The return on investment on that is around 7% also. Yeah, those are some of the recent transactions that I have done with my investors.
Yes, yes. Oh, hey, one more question here from our audience. Is the question is this? Let me just read it. Hey, Jason, how to develop your dream team that will help you to build your millionaires real investment business, right? So it is a business. You gotta have a team. How do you develop a your powerhouse team to together here?
Well, I think I have a lot of investors that are really concerned about managing the property. Either they don't know how to do it, or uh, they don't speak, English well. Some of my investors don't even speak any English at all. So I think in order to build a good investment team here, we probably have to get into property management. That if we can help them buy and also manage the property for them, then they will have a peace of mind that we can take care of all the issue that they don't have to deal with.
Yep. So this is a good. So today we just want to give a little insights here for our clients that's here at your home sale guaranteed realty. We are not here just to help you buy your first home, right, Jason? You have many
Yes.
stories. So yeah, when you buy your first home, that's the beginning. Our mission here at your home sale guaranteed realty is to help you to achieve your heart's desires. Like, what's your passion in life? What's your vision for you and your family? And it's very typically, Jason, as you know, our clients have the vision to leave a legacy for their family. They want something for the next generation. And there is no better vehicle than investment in real estate. Can you speak more in that topic, Jason? Why, as you know, you are a parent. How many children you have, Jason?
I have 3 children. Yes, I
Can
have
you
three.
share? Yeah, can you share the mindset of investing in real estate? Why, for you personally, right? We are not telling for everybody. For you and your family, why you and your family believes, and you are doing it. You have 20 doors, passive property. Because here at your home sale guaranteed realty, we want you to retire young. Retire
Yes.
young, retire rich. Now, what does it mean to retire young? Retire young, we define here if your passive income at least twice than your existing expenses. So, for example, Jason, our typical clients, they may have about five to $10,000 a month expenses to maintain their lifestyle, right? So when they get connected with our VIP investors program here, then our goal is to help them. Let's say we have a family with a $5,000 a month expenses. Then we want to help you to generate at least $10,000 a month in passive income. That way, now you no longer have to work for money because now that's been taken care of. So now you can work not because of money, you work because you love what you do. So can you share from your personal perspective, Jason, how investing in real estate will leave a legacy for you, your family, your children? Share a little bit about your children so people know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, actually, I think it's very important that you always be prepared for opportunity that comes up. So you have to have money. And that's what I'm preparing for my children also is I have to start a plan that will have money for them when they grow up in the future. When opportunity come like the 2008 real estate crash, it can come in a time that you don't really know when. And if it happened and you don't have any money, then it doesn't really mean anything because you cannot take advantage of the situation. Um, for me, myself, yeah, I invest and um, I generate good passive income and I always be ready to buy more because some people, they just buy one and they think, okay, that's it. I don't want to do anything, but have to be prepared when the opportunity comes, you just buy it. And the most important thing is you do your math. If the return on investment is good, you just buy. Like for example, for myself, last year in March when the pandemic just started, I bought another house and everybody was scared, but I was not because I did my math and I'm getting 7 or 8% return on investment. I bought it anyway. And by now that property gone up $90,000 in 1 year. That's unbelievable, but you just have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So Jason, if you're right now, we have many of our clients are watching this, right? They've done this business with us. Maybe they just bought their first home 2 years ago. So if you are speaking to them, you're giving an advice. If you give advice to yourself, let's say, when did you first get started, Jason? When did you first buy your first investment property?
December 2011, about 10, almost 10 years ago. That's when I bought my first one. And actually, after I bought my first one, the house price actually dropped more. I paid 125,000 for it, and then it dropped to like 115. But I was not afraid. I bought more, and just like you play the stock market, you do the dollar cost averaging in, and in the long run, you always make out okay.
So Jason, if you are speaking to yourself 10 years ago, if you are speaking to Jason Tan back in 12 years ago, 11 years ago, what would it be? If you're doing this video, Jason, and your children are watching this, how old are they? You have 3 children. How old are your kids?
I have a 20 years old, a 17, and a 10.
Okay, so you are speaking to them right now, Jason. Look at the mirror, the camera, and you are speaking to your 3 kids. What advice would you get as you want to give them? Because the mindset is important as you are trying to get them into this investing in real estate. Like, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I'll tell them be prepared to take advantage of the opportunity and talk to someone that have experience in investing in real estate, and they just don't go ask your friend or whoever that is, don't know anything, and take their advice instead. And I have seen this happen a lot with a lot of investors that I talked to back then. That missed opportunity is they go talk to their friend that don't know anything about real estate investment and don't know the area in the high desert, and they tell them don't buy there because you're gonna lose all your money because nobody lived there. And looking back now, they just missed $200,000 gain because what I paid 125,000 for 10 years ago now is worth about 340,000, almost triple. And people just have no clue when they listen to their friends advisor that don't know anything about real estate.
That is a solid advice, right? Be careful who you are getting your advice from, right? So that's why here at your home, so like Jason here, man, you are not giving advice. This is like you are doing it yourself, right? So, Jason, what is the best way? We have a lot of people now watching this and they want to know, hey, what is the best way to get hold of Jason? What is the best way to call you?
They can call me at my cell phone number, area code 626-672-5473. And I'll be more than happy to schedule an appointment and sit down with you one-on-one and go over your whole situation to see if investing in real estate is the right thing for you to do.
All right, everybody. So if you have any more questions for Jason, comment below. The message here is this, like what the biggest takeaway from Jason is, you got to prepare yourself, right? Prepare yourself. And when the opportunity comes, pull the trigger, surround yourself with the people that's on the same direction as you. Jason, any last words before we end this quick video today?
No, basically that's it. And if anyone has any question, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to answer whatever question that you may have. And thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Jason, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Rudy. Okay.